Hey everyone, this is Wetslicks. We're back on TT Isle of Man riding the Edge 3 for another career mode video. This is race number 2 of our Superbike career on the Southwest course. It's going to be a bit of a longer one today with 3 laps around this quite tricky course, and particularly the third section is just brutally difficult. Very slow speed, lots of winding, difficult corners, very easy to end up on the gravel with a penalty or crashing. But we are on pole at least, and we've got some new stuff on the bike. Grippier tyres, new engine and transmission is hopefully going to put us in pretty good stead here, and we'll be able to stay out in front as we get underway here. Pretty good start off the line. Managing to keep the lead, and we're looking for this first corner down here. Is very tricky on the suspensions, so we're going to brake a little bit back to third gear, drive the bike through. Got to risk a little bit there. I think the AI are normally slightly more conservative. Down to second gear, looking for the inflatable arm man there on the right. Very easy to end up on the gravel here. And then through, looking for the jump, nice and straight. Over that Braddon jump, I guess that would be. I think this is Braddon. We're looking for this little bump in the road there as the marker to brake. Bike getting a little bit away from us there into Braddon Bridge, which actually is really nice from this angle. Opens up a really cool second gear corner. And we are onto the mountain course part of the circuit. We will be on this through Glen Helen and almost to the bottom of Bagara. We go through Crosby up to the top of Crosby Jump. Nice and straight up there, and then down the hill in sixth gear. And we are being caught there, very close to... Someone almost had a cheeky go at us. And another rider. And they've really cut us up there. The AI is so aggressive. Stefano Bonetti. Or is it Bonetti? Stefano Bonetti. Very cheeky go at us there. We lost the control of the bike a little bit. And he is not traditionally one of the faster riders, as we will get the lunge on him through there. That was quite cheeky ourselves, and we're going to be nice and safe for this corner. Second gear, drive it on through. And we've bought ourselves a little bit of time now through Hawthorne. Normally a little bit quicker through here than the AI as well. We are looking out for where we are going to split off before the bottom of the gallery. We're looking for a house up here on the left. You can kind of see that house a bit better, a bit clearer. That's kind of your... you do want to be really cautious here because it's such a tight right-hander. And through this very difficult left. Second gear, quite bumpy. Up the hill. Now this left-hand is awful. This right-hand is a tiny bit better. And then it's just so blind down the hill here. You cannot see anything. And then this little bump is awful. Bike lifts off the ground almost completely. If you're going over there too fast. Just being super cautious. We get on the gravel a little bit there. Hopefully not going to result in a penalty. Yeah, catching us. But as I said, we don't want to be quick down here at all. We come into another horrible tight hairpin. Through there, and then there's another left-hander here that's pretty much first gear. Stefano. Wow. I mean, what an overtake. He really put the pressure on us there, to be fair. I guess now we can sort of follow him at least. We lose the back wheel a little bit. Actually, he was going a bit slow through there, so I think I will take that position back. Thank you very much, Stefano. Get a little bit of speed up through here, but you don't want too much because you come up to some very windy bits again. Maybe back up into third gear. It's so easy to get on the gravel. Any of these corners, left, right. It's so confusing. That one is probably the easiest place to get a penalty on this entire course. We've done well there to get away from the AI. And then there's one more left-hander here. And we are through our first lap, pretty much. I mean, oh, they lose the bike a little bit through there, just on the exit of the last corner. That's pretty much my best time, actually, on this bike, on this course. Did a little bit of practice before, it's at 10 minutes 17. There's my best time. But doing what I had said, getting out front, controlling the pace, controlling the race. We will come up to the inflatable arm man for another dose of Southwest course to join us as we head into the third lap. We did end up having quite a few crashes that lap, maybe about 5, mostly in the third section, but the AI I think must have struggled as well, because we are still in the lead. We are just starting to get that tyre degradation, especially on the front tyre there, front right of that tyre. Starting to wear away. That's going to be giving us a little bit less grip as we go into our final lap here, braking down into Braddon Bridge. If everyone's still behind Stefano, that will be kind of good for us, because he might be slowing down some of the faster riders a little bit. And that's the tyres starting to go on us there. I just had no grip braking down to that corner. My goodness. Going musical as we almost lose the back of the bike on the acceleration coming up the hill here, but the AI will also be struggling with the tyres. No! Oh, we've lost it. Just in the acceleration there. I've done that a few times actually. That part of the course just seems to have, maybe there's just a tiny little bump or something that if you hit the accelerator a touch too hard, the bike just wobbles about, and you end up having a tank slapper that you cannot save. As we come now into Glen Helen, low sliding now. The AI are really catching as we are struggling now with the tyres. One of the AI riders has caught us. It's Michael Rutter. Might be able to get him through the Cronker body if we get a good run up the hill here now. You can see our tyres starting to really struggle. As they are now full yellows. They very quickly went from green, pretty much full green, to now all yellow. We have gotten a pretty good run on Rutter coming up here. We want to be really careful of this right-hand kink coming up. We're going to have to back out of it. There's no way. Unless he's going really slowly. And yeah, we will take him through here, slowing down to... Whoa, what the hell? He was all over the pavement. What was he doing? That's like the most aggressive move I've ever seen an AI rider make in this game. That was insane. What did he think he was doing? Maybe he just couldn't really get the bike slowed down or something. But we come up here to the final part of this course now, going wheel to wheel with Rutter again. He's going to have to back out of it this time as we get ahead. Looking for that braking point. Kind of missed it on the second lap actually. Ended up having one of our first crashes just down here. So there's maybe 2 or 3 riders behind Rutter that are catching both of us now. It'll be interesting to see how he handles this last section, whether his tyres are feeling the pain as well. He is right behind us here. We'll maybe let him go through and just keep an eye on the lines that he's taking. Just not feeling the confidence of the grip now. The grip is really, really falling away from me here. I kind of underestimated really in this game. We had it in the full TT of how the tyre degradation affects the grip levels that you feel. You have to be really careful of this left-hander as well. That caught me out in lap 2. Michael Rutter will get away from us here, but we weren't given a penalty for going on the gravel, which is the good news. We will continue here, try and catch Rutter up as he's gone a bit offline there, it looked like. Not really driving the bike through all these corners is Mr. Rutter. We're just going to be a little bit cautious from now to the end, I think. If we finish second, that is absolutely fine by me. And yeah, very careful with this right-hander. Pretty good going through there, actually. I do feel like there's... Oh, we've had a massive moment there as well. Again, just the under acceleration. We have to be so careful through this next part. Down the hill, first gear. Find the grip, come on. Just about. Like quickly turn for this right, and then back to this sweeping left down the hill. Try and keep the bike nice and planted over this little jump. That was good. Definitely hitting the rev limiter there, but not too worried about that. I'm more worried about some of the riders behind us catching us now. So very happy to be second to Michael Rutter. Back to first gear. Oh no, we've low slided again. And it's Dean Harrison and Raul will go through on us. As we come into the final part of the course. It's going to be very difficult to do anything through here with the grip levels that we've got, and we've been given almost a second penalty. I don't think we're going to be able to gain more than a second on either of these riders in front of us now. Definitely not Michael Rutter, who is flying out front. Oh, we've gone onto the grass again and again. That will certainly, yeah, there we go. Almost 3 seconds worth of penalties to our name now. And unless Dean Harrison has some kind of crash, I don't think we'll be able to eke out a 3-second lead on him here. Oh no, we've gone wide. Oh God, if we'd saved that, I wouldn't have believed my eyes. So it's looking like we will be 4th place or maybe even lower. Struggle so much with the tyre wear. Hoping that 5th place is beyond 3 seconds behind us as we come across the line here. And it is going to be 4th place in the end. We had some really good battles there with Michael Rutter, who did manage to beat us in the line in the end, made that outrageous move on the pavement that did give him a penalty, but he was able to keep 1st place. And if you look at the max speed of some of these bikes that they're doing now, particularly Connor Cummings on that Honda, 206 miles an hour compared to our 187 is quite a difference indeed. Like, that just seems crazy to me that like our top speed is just nowhere. So we are definitely going to have to do something about that. We had, I think, maybe 1 or 2 points left over from last time. Let's get back to the garage. Yeah, 2 points left over from last time, so we've got 42 points to play with. I'm wondering whether we go for another engine upgrade, but then like grip seemed to be something that we were really lacking as well. Tyres are certainly going to give us that. So maybe we spend 22 points on some brand new tyres. So we're going to go with the new chassis because we want that rear stability bonus that it is going to give us eventually, and that is going to leave us with a few points left over for next time, about 10 points. Let's have a look at our next event. Qualifying, it's going to be on the Laxey, thankfully not in the rain, section 2, so not horrible. not my favorite course in the game, but yeah, it could be worse. So we'll go on to our 3rd qualifying section next time, but pretty happy with that result overall, all things considered. 4th place in the end in that race, quite a difficult course as well, so pretty happy with that result in the end. Was decent. But for the moment, hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very much, and see you next time.